Hi, this video is for my 10-month anniversary of going off-grid. A lot more has happened this month, and more than that has happened for a long time. First, I have these tubs that are full of winter clothes, and they're going to get unpacked, and I will be packing away some of the summer clothes. It's going to be goodbye summer. Boo-hoo! I miss summer already. I finally did get the stained glass film for the door, and I found a guy to install it. It's much better than the old foil, and it doesn't look ghetto anymore. And also, I think that it looks more realistic than I thought. It's really hard to get it to show up on camera the way it really looks. And then the insulation foam on the outside that is keeping the heat out, that is the art piece with the flower on it, that takes up like most of the door. So you don't really get the stained glass light effect that you get with it on the edges. On the edges it's beautiful when the light shines through. And in the winter there's really, really intense sun that comes through and just hits you like right when laying in bed. It hits right there. And so I'm not sure how it's really going to work in that, but I actually think what I've done now is going to be enough to block that and have something really, really pretty. So I'm really, really happy with this. I'm sorry it doesn't show up on camera so great, which is kind of sad, but that's kind of the way it is. But it really is pretty, and a lot of people think that I actually put stained glass in. I'm not so happy, though, with what happened to my chair. After the guy did, like, such a fabulous job on the film on the door, what he did to my chair was, like, really completely heartbreaking. He drilled these holes in the side of my chair, the nice side of my chair. And he put a bunch of heavy boards underneath, making the chair just so heavy you could almost not lift it. And most of these guys, they really don't care. Fortunately, just last week, I was able to find another handy guy who seems to do decent work, and he seems to be really good. And he did a beautiful job on the seat. You can see it with the material. He did a beautiful job on the seat. He removed all the screws and the boards. And underneath, he put an additional board and upholstered that. And it's like a hard board, so that way the seat's not going to sag like it did. Because, I mean, the seat was really sagging. You sat in it and you would sink. And so he did like a really great job there. And I took this mahogany marking pen and went over it and covered up all the scratches. It had tons of scratches, but what do you get on Craigslist for $25 for an antique chair? I think it's pretty good. And then the handyman also bought me this putty that I will be using to fill in the holes. I'm really sad because I don't think that it's ever going to look the same again as it was before it was drilled through, but hopefully this will take care of a lot of it. Also, I got a little bit done on the curtains. I did one more RF shielding lining for that window over there, and then I got one set of purple curtains made for this window. And the fabric is just really, really, really chintzy. And it's really chintzy. But it's actually thicker and works better at night for privacy and giving good coverage with all the lights on, which is never the case here, but I tried it that way. I was surprised how well it worked. And so I have it tied back now with the old ties from the black drapes in the last place. And I am working on finishing one of the new ties for this. That part is already sewn, and I just have to sew the tassels on. They're pinned right now, and I just have to sew them on. And they will go up here to be ties, so I'll be making the ties for those. Also, I got one of the floral pillow covers done, and what I did is I just cut it the size of the pillow, and then I made one of these kind that where the pillow slips in, and so it's a square pillow. And it definitely looks a lot better and brighter than the old gray. Over the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be doing a lot more with the windows and the pillows, so I have that to look forward to. Also, another really big item happened, and I'm going to take you outside and show you what it is. I don't know how this is going to go because the winds are really, really bad, so let's give it a shot. I got an RV skirting kit installed, compliments of Real Wishes. A big thank you shout out to Real Wishes. And it's going to help a lot with insulating the trailer in the winter, along with this gorgeous blanket and throw. And I've been comfortable now keeping the heat 5 degrees lower, which has been working out great so far. And we'll see next month when winter comes in with a vengeance how much difference all this is going to make. But even 5 degrees saves a lot of fuel. And also there are PVC pipes and cinder blocks inside and a lot of extra snaps to guard this and protect this from the wind that we have here. The new solar frames have been absolutely awesome. The 200 extra watts has been like night and day. I could vacuum, watch TV, and I've gone back to incandescent bulbs that are much easier on the eyes. I can have power on cloudy days, and we had lots of them this past month. The original 200 watts would have worked if I was living in a sunnier area, which is not covered with clouds a lot of the time. And of course that's not most places. So 400 watts offsets the clouds. Still, there's a lot I would like to do as far as expanding the system, and I'd like to, add a lot of things in my house if I had a bigger system. Someday I'm going to do that, but for now this is actually going to work. I also took the folding chair that was in the house and I locked it to a tree with the bicycle lock. And it's got like a little combo that can easily be taken on and off. And I know what you must be thinking. Who in their right mind would steal this chair? Well, it's not really about that. We just have really, really heavy winds here. And I had the trash can almost blow through a window on my RV. A lot of people have had windows break. So this chair could really be a hazard in this yard during the winds that we have. It would pick up and it could do a lot of damage. So I have it locked here to the tree. And also that other chair there, that's not good where it is either. I was originally going to put it under the RV when it wasn't in use, but it's really going to be too hard to do with the skirting on there at this point. I want to still be able to use it in the winter though, so I'm thinking of maybe getting some kind of like dog chain or something so that I could move it to the right and the left and angle it around to use it and still have it chained down. If anybody has any ideas on that, it could also do a lot of damage if the wind picked that up, and with the winds we have, it'll definitely play havoc with that. So I'm going to have to do something pretty quick. There will be more videos on the progress and projects here, and I'm still promising you one on the solar frame one of these days. And if you like, hit like, comment, and share, and subscribe, and have a great day.